Panthernato. What it do. Listen, I'm up here in my son's room. Chris, I'm up here because I was downstairs recording for you guys. My wife was away on a home visit, and she came back before I thought she'd be done. So, of course, she kicked me out, because that's what she does. Her remote work stuff. So and if you don't believe me that she did this to me, here's some footage. I have evidence right here. That's the move we need to be making. Let me move on to something else. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me put a pause right here. Let's see. Hey.
What I tell you about parking in my parking spot?
Oh my God.
Travesty.
Oh my God.
Are you recording or just talking to yourself?
I'm recording.
Oh, I was about to say, when you're talking to yourself, we got to see about you.
Are you about to get fully enthralled in work, or are you about to take a little break from the road?
Why?
I got some more to record.
Man, you can't do that another time.
This Panther channel has 9 subscribers. I'm trying to build it, okay?
And I have to work to build my bank account.
Okay, well, I'll take mine upstairs then. Next, now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that since I am in my son's room, this is where we do most of our gaming yet. I would give y'all a panoramic kind of tour of the whole layout, but homeboy need to clear up just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So, you'll see that later on. But listen, if you want to see us do our thing, you know what I'm saying? By the storm. With these right here, you want to see us get down? For real? Go ahead, subscribe to our gaming channel at Head in the Game. That's my last name, The Game. HEADEN, The Game. To catch me, my son Chris the Crush, and my boy Cali B. You know what I mean? So to see how we do it, see how we approach see how good we all need right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we pretty surgical with it now. For real. But let's get on with it. If you are currently a subscriber, and matter of fact, we'll extend it. We'll extend it out to 10. But after 10, we are shutting this bad boy down. After 10 subscribers, that's going to be it. We're going to have 10 moderators. Only way you become a moderator after that, until further notice, is you have to guess the name of the new channel. And that will occur when we hit every 20 subscribers, all right? So come. We are on the dawn of another segmented series of the Blueprint. Just something else to give us a little bird's eye view of that thing that we love so much, which is keep pounding culture. Us being fans, we're not really able to be in the locker room or in the offices when certain decisions are made, and it's just one of those other things that give us a bird's eye, or rather a panther's eye view of things and how they transpire and how they come to be within the organization. That's dropping sometime today. I don't know what time, so you have to keep on the notifications from the actual Carolina Panthers channel, and you'll catch it on YouTube. Anyway, got some other news. Looks like we're getting some renovations to the stadium. I was okay with it at first, but the more I thought about it, you know what? I feel like that's not the best move for us. I feel like it needs to be a more calculated approach. One thing that you need, it's good that we have somebody on staff or whatever like that that's good with Blender or 3D Maya or Unreal Engine or any the 3D renderers. But I feel like more time and effort and study needs to go into it, especially us being one of the baby organizations of the NFL. I feel like we need to study other teams that have made the move to new stadiums, and built brand new. And let's just see, what were the problems of those old stadiums and what was the breaking point that said, okay, we can't ball here no more. And forget adding new renovations on something that's old, that's not going to be able to take those renovations as long. So we need to study that. Also, I feel like not only do we need to build new, I feel like we need to make a calculated effort over the next 10 years to move. Move. Please forgive the siren stuff that you hear. You know I didn't have nothing to do with it. I'm here with you guys. Anyway, so I'll probably try to edit that out. But anyway, we need to move. And we need to move from Charlotte. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Capital, Charlotte area fam. Y'all might get mad. Y'all might come out of a bag on me. But it's time for the Panthers organization to come home to the capital city of Raleigh. And I have 386 reasons why. You ready for them? I'm about to tell you all. I'm about to tell you all 386 reasons why. Okay? For the last 10 to 15 plus years, what used to be known as Dorothea Dix Hospital has been not a hospital, inactive, defunct. Since 2018, the only thing that has happened there is J. Cole's Dreamville Fest. Other than that, North Carolina DHHS rents a couple of buildings out for training, and I think 1 or 2 buildings are used for actual work. That's it. That's all. We're talking about 386 acres of prime real estate. It's a lot more than what sits on 800 South Mint Street right about now. That's adequate room for parking. That's adequate room for a practice facility, stadium, adequate room for a world-class, state-of-the-art workout facility, all that good stuff. Not to mention, if we're talking about a Super Bowl, if we're talking about having fans, other teams, organizations here over the span of 2 weeks, you know, the NFL experience and Media Row, especially what Media Row has grown into now. Media Row is a totally different monster than what it was in 1995 when we started balling, and it's definitely a different monster than what it was when we first moved into Bank of America Stadium. It's totally different. Totally different. Not only do you have the CBSs and the ABCs and the ESPNs, no, you got HBO, you got Prime, you got Yahoo Sports, you got Amazon. I just said Prime, but you know, and also you have all of these YouTubers, podcasters who a lot of us are subscribed to. And they have those millions of fans. They've gotten those YouTube plaques. They've gotten that YouTube Gold, that YouTube Platinum. And so when they fill out that request to be part of a Media Row and they pay whatever fees that are attached with that, you know what I'm saying? The NFL says, oh, okay, they got, okay. And they make space for these people. So Media Row now, you know, it used to be like a room. It used to be just a room. Now it's well like two floors, you know what I mean, of a hotel space. You know what I mean? Again, you got 386 acres. Not to mention, there was already plans before David Tepper bought the Charlotte FC for a soccer stadium in downtown Raleigh. Now, if he were to move his whole sports entertainment group back to Raleigh, convert the Charlotte FC to Raleigh FC, you would have two separate teams would have their own thing. Panther Stadium on Dorothea Dix campus, and that's that huge, massive soccer stadium that takes up all of downtown, pretty much Raleigh. You know what I mean? He would have that. But both would have their own spaces. Everything would have its own place. Back to the football aspect of it. You got injuries. You're right in the city of medicine. You're in the heart of the city of medicine. You got Rex UNC Hospital. You got Wake Med. You got UNC. You got Duke. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to worry about players from our team or visiting teams, you know what I'm saying, getting the best care because you are right in the circle, in the heart of the city of medicine. Even though this is Raleigh, Durham is 30 minutes away. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cake. You know, you're not dealing with the little baby Dukes. You're not dealing with the little baby UNCs, even though there are a few around here, you know what I'm saying? But the big dogs, the actual UNC, the actual Duke, they're like 30 minutes away. Bam, right there. Not to mention, you want to keep South Carolina in the loop of things? You want training camp back in South Carolina? 2 hours away. Coastal Carolina. Not to mention, what else is 2 hours away? The beach. It's a no-brainer. It is a no-brainer. So guess what? The beach, that coast, just like the LA coast attracts ballers, our coast will attract ballers. And Bill said, wait a minute, Raleigh, that's not far from Carolina Beach. That's not far from Myrtle Beach. Okay, I've been wanting to get some beachfront property. The ballers will come. It's simple as that. The ballers come. Guess what else comes? The trophy comes with it. This is perfect. This is a perfect to introduce the blueprint segment because I'm giving you a location blueprint to get that Super Bowl trophy. When the Chargers, when the Rams got it a couple of years back, this is what happened. All of the ballers rushed out to LA. Yo, I want that sunshine, right? We got the same sun over here. You know what I'm saying? So we make this team a coastal team pretty much, and we changed the whole dynamic of this bad boy. Let me check how much time I got. This might have to be a part 2 because, again, my phone is going through some things as far as storage is concerned, so I might have to cut this short. But let me just check. All right. I think we're good. We're going to try to go into the next segment of what we're going to talk about so we can get this thing wrapped up and uploaded for you people to enjoy. But first, before we get to that, let's get to this. I got something I want y'all to check out.
Feel the breeze, yeah. I let the sun just shine on me. I let the sun just shine on me. I let the sun just shine on me, yeah, yeah. Feel it. I let the sun just shine on me.
In a family bound by faith and love, the passing of the patriarch brings them back home where it all began. Meet the Hintons, Lena, the matriarch, and her 7 adult kids, each very different, reunite for the most somber of functions, each one bringing their own dysfunction. The war hero now litigator, the marketing genius, the analytical mind shaping future leaders, the resilient heart still striving to be great after raising 2 kids on her own, the crazy craftsman with a calling to shepherd, the rising legal star, and the star athlete looking for the level playing field to change the game. As they lay to rest one of the roots of their tree, old wounds will open, secrets will surface, and bonds are tested. And buns will be smoked, in a good way and in a not so good way. But this old house of memories, will the buns ever cool? No, seriously. But can they find forgiveness and acceptance to the strength to be a family once again? Will the bonds that were once broken by exposed secrets ever mend? They better, because we know that Papa don't take no mess, but Mama don't either. Papa don't take no mess, Mama don't either. A story celebrating black family, black love, and the black ties that bind. Written by Nicholas Hedden and co-authored by Thomas Hedden. Get it now on Amazon.
All right, we right back at it, people. So that was my book, Papa Don't Mess, Mama Don't Either. Please go to Amazon and patronize your boy, please. You can get it in 3 ways. I ask that if you do get it the free way, for free 99, as we would say, if you get it for free 99, please just leave me, a good 4 to 5 stars. That's all I ask. So the algorithm, can lead some other people to the book. But anyway, been watching a few other pancasters out there. Of course, I'm a moderator of PNP, and Dave did a video about pretty much some disrespect that's been going on. People saying that we are going to finish, as trash again. But I want to just give you people some rays of hope. Number one, let's be clear about one thing. We have a first-year head coach in the NFL, and at face value, that spells out we're going to suck. But wait a minute, because like I said, I'm gonna try to give you some rays of hope. I know me of all people, trying to give y'all some hope. Whew. Wow. Times have changed. Woo. And I know we're jaded because this is our second brand new NFL head coach in 4 years. This is our third head coach in 4 years, and our second brand new head coach in 4 years. Oh God, it's depressing if you want to think about it. If you think about it long enough, you'll get depressed. But this is about hope. I'm trying to put in some hope in the situation. So, number one, what do we know of this new head coach? Well, we know that he spent time with Russell Wilson. We know that he spent time with Geno Jacobs. We know that he spent time as recently with Baker Mayfield, and that he was able to do wonders. And our focus should be more so focused on Baker Mayfield than anybody else. Why? Because at this particular point in time, he was not a quarterback coach. He was an offensive coordinator. So that means not only was he about the X's and O's with Baker, he was about Baker in this particular play, in this particular moment. You're reading for this, you're reading for that. Your mechanics is this, your mechanics is that. In other words, he anointed himself as almost an assistant quarterback coach on top of his OC duties, just to make sure that these particular plays were sufficient enough to not only for them to get the NFC Championship, and of course thus go into the playoffs. This is a huge layer right here, very huge, because now as a head coach with a Bryce Young attached to him, he's going to get that in keeping. He's going to keep that same trend going. And another layer to that is he brought the whole Tampa Bay offensive staff with him. So they're already in lockstep. You know what I'm saying? Bryce is not going to be learning 2 different things and 3 or 4 or 5, 6 different things from 10, 11 different entities. No, all of them are saying the same thing to him, speaking the same language. Same language. That's got to matter. And so, and another thing you got to consider, another layer to this was, this guy was in demand. And so for him to say that he'll come, take the reins, as Bryce Young is our quarterback, you know what that means? That means he has faith in Bryce. That means Bryce is not, he feels like Bryce is not a wash, or else he wouldn't hitch his wagon to this organization, especially being one of the necessary caveats that, you must be a coach that's willing to play and willing to coach with Bryce. He wouldn't have done it. He would have went somewhere else. Not to mention his staff wouldn't have followed him here if they didn't believe in him and if they didn't believe in Bryce. You know what I mean? And so the game plan now for Bryce is, he got to take everything that they teach them. He got to take it in, pause, and he got to show and prove. Because if he don't, then draft 2025, his competition most likely will be coming into the building, whether that's a Shador or whoever that is. You know what I mean? So yeah, we do have some glimmers of hope. Not to mention, I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. You know, we're in a better situation than D'Amico Ryans was when he took up the reins in Houston last year. Because he wasn't a part of the NFC South champs when he took the reins that head coaching job in Houston. The whole offensive staff from the NFC South champs of last year are now in Carolina. Not to mention with a top five defensive coordinator from last year. So anybody tells you that we're going to suck this year, ask them, are they willing to peel back the layers? Are they open to substance? Are they open to some truths? And other than that, talk your crap like you would any other time, especially to these NFC South heads. Hashtag rise up and crash horribly. Hashtag ATL 28-3s. Hashtag they ain't it. Hashtag who whack. Hashtag kick them in their pig leg and watch them fall slow. And that's my time, Panthers. Until next time, y'all keep pounding. Peace and God bless.